Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
When my kids were young, one of our homeschooling projects involved shadows. When we got up one morning, we each stood in the middle of our cul-de-sac and had our shadow outlined in a different colored chalk. Each hour we stood in the same place and did the same thing. At the beginning and end of the day, the shadows lengthened in opposite directions, making us look monstrously tall. The middle of the day, our shadows looked like a puddle at our feet. So the shadow changed depending on the direction of the light. We also tried fun shadow puppets with our hands, making different shapes. Shadows are fun and can be very educational, but they only represent the real thing. They are empty and intangible. The real thing is much more important. In the case of my kids, the real thing is huggable. Shadows are not. This contrast between shadows and substance shows up in Colossians 2:16 and 17. Paul says, "So no one is to act as your judge in regard to food or drink, or in respect to a festival or a new moon or a Sabbath day, things which are a mere shadow of what is to come. But the substance or reality belongs to Christ." In the Old Testament, God gave certain laws to the Jews. Some regarded certain food that they were allowed to eat. Others regarded certain festivals they were to keep. Paul tells the Colossians that these things aren't important for them. For one thing, they aren't Jewish. These were laws given to God's people, the Israelites, to keep them separate, make them a distinct people until the Messiah came. Then, Jesus triumphed over the law. He fulfilled the law. All of it was a foreshadowing of Him. All the dietary laws, festivals, especially Passover, pointed to Jesus. Even the weekly Sabbaths, the day of rest on the seventh day, only foreshadowed the rest that we receive in Jesus. So it doesn't matter if we rest on Saturday or on Sunday. As Christians, we don't need that legalism. Not that those laws were bad, but they were just a shadow. Jesus Himself is the reality, so we don't need those things anymore. All food is fine to eat, in moderation, of course, and all days belong to God. None of those Old Testament regulations bring us closer to God. Only Jesus can do that. We are only complete in Him. We end up with a lot of shadows in our lives, things that we feel obligated to do, things that we think that we need to do to please God. But as Jesus told Martha in Luke 10:42, only one thing is needed. We have only one priority, and that is to spend time with the Lord so that we can grow in Him. Anything else ought to fall to the wayside if it gets in between us and the Lord, casting shadows over our lives, even if it is a good thing. What shadows do you have in your life? What do you need to get rid of to focus on the true substance of God's reality?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.